And your production company is House of Pandit?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
When did you form it?
2010.
2010,
Yes.
okay. Do you remember what was sort of the inciting incident or spark in your mind where you said, I want to not only be in films, but also be behind them, be a decision maker?
Yes, yes, certainly. Thank you for that question. Me being in the United States, I was getting some wonderful acting offers back in India. And I had not even explored the Hollywood landscape. Not that I'm saying I would have gotten into it easily. I'm not saying that. But I haven't even explored that because I had enough of a professional life in the States to start yet another avenue of exploration. So I was sticking with India, my original. So I was getting a ton of acting offers, but every single time they said, oh, can you come and we can maybe finalize you next week, I would have given my schedule into the hospital for my work. So, and those, as you know, in the creative field, it's all random calls. You can't really plan those things. Director team, producer team come together. They say, why don't we cast Kalpana? Let's call her. They call me and yes, oh, where am I? So I lost out on a ton of roles like that, but I'm not regretting that because what I'm doing in this part of my life was tremendous. Certainly not regretting that. But I was trying, okay, what am I going to do? At some point, there should be a better way of doing this, So that's when I thought, what about creating myself, and it was a scary thought, believe me. And but I got wonderful support at that point. I got wonderful support from people who I connected to in India, from my friends here. Everybody said, yeah, do it. You only live once, that's your dream. Try it, do it. And that's how that dream began. I mean, it wasn't any more dramatic than that. So I got my company incorporated, and the director, Sandeep Malani, who's done Jojo Lali, is another brilliantly creative individual. I've worked with him now in 3 films. This 3rd film is also his direction, Sulige Sikkidaga. You will see how brilliantly he has made it. So he came up with the business angle of it. He said he will do it very minimally for me. So he gave me great confidence that I would not be, wasting resources in a field which I didn't know anything about. So I trusted that, and then I gave him elements of the story, and he created this beautiful narrative, and he brought together the team. It was entirely, the team was his creation, but the role he gave me was brilliant, that of a young mother who falls in love with a philandering photographer and gets infected. She doesn't know it. He leaves her. She is pregnant with his child, gives birth, and she's a happy single mother living her life with a beautiful 4-year-old. 4 years later, he's diagnosed with HIV. And that's when she realizes that he got it from her. And then she loses the child. And then what happens, how that story of hope comes about, that we didn't end it with the sadness. We showed that yes, still you can live, still you can go forward, still you can impact lives and help people, even though you lost your own, So that is how we began our journey with production.